Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, welcome. I'm Mand, or Mystic Mand here on YouTube, I believe, and all my other socials. So if you want to check me out on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, I'll have them all linked below in the description box. But today, what are we doing a video on? I'm so super excited. I got this last week, you guys. It is still in the wrapper, okay, so I haven't even peeked at this, but to say I am super excited about this new deck by Stacey DeMarco. It's the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle. I'm so excited. But before we get into it, let's do the usual rigmarole, will we? Well, the whole do subscribe if you haven't already. If this is kind of your jam, talking about decks and spirituality and picky cards. Sorry, that's my chair. And all that good stuff. Do hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, and I'd love for you to be part of the family, of course. I'm not always on this side of the camera, kind of mix it up here. I also cover like sometimes paranormal stories and stuff like that, but I must get back into that because it's October, it's spooky season, and this is the perfect deck. But do hit the bell to be notified when I upload, because at the moment I only upload one video a week. I'm hopefully trying to get into 2 videos a week, but for the time being, we make do with the times that we have. But yes, that's enough about me. We're not really here for that, are we? We're here for this wonderful deck by Stacey DeMarco. I absolutely adore her decks. I think they are beautiful. I have 3 of her decks off the top of my head. I have the Halloween Oracle, the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I think everybody talks about it here within this community. And I also have the Divine Animal Oracle. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. It's the one with the animals. But I don't have the Elemental one. I am kind of leaning towards picking it up. I'm not 100% sure. But when I seen this and I seen only quick, I've flicked through couple of walkthroughs, I knew I had to get it myself and do my own little walkthrough and kind of have my own take on it, because this really seems up my alley. And of course with the spooky season, and look, the red matches my nails. I mean, to say I'm excited, understatement. Absolute understatement. But yes, so I received this, well, like I bought it, I got it in the post last week and we were away for the weekend, so I'm only getting to do this now, nearly a week on, so it's nearly a shame to have had it sitting inside the drawer for nearly a week. That's ridiculous. To say I've been itching to open this is understatement, but I wanted to do this walkthrough with you guys and to experience it together, and so let's get into it. So grab a snack, grab a drink, because it could be a long one, but hopefully not too long. This is by Stacey DeMarco and it's illustrated by, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it because I will butcher your name, but here you go. It is, apologies about my stomach, it is published by Rockpool Publishing and it retails for US dollars $24.95, in UK is £18.99 sterling. And I think I picked, because I'm based in Ireland, so I picked this up for about 18-19 euros off Book Depository, but I'm sure you can get this on Amazon as well. I can already feel like the texture. It feels like snake skin is what I'm trying to say. I don't know, will the camera pick it up, but can you see the way the lines, it's picking up my lights of course, it's like that snake skin texture. I love Rockpool decks, like I love them. And this is the back. I'll show you it. Actually, I'll take the plastic off first. That's what I'll do first. 1 second. Let's open this up. Oh, that's very loud. Apologies about that. I try not to use my nails because these are my own. I don't get gels or anything like that. I do my nails, so I try and keep them as long as possible before they do eventually break. But throw that into the bin. Goodbye. So, oh my god, the texture on this, I don't know how to describe that. Can you hear it? That's amazing. But yeah, it's like that snake skin. That is because you've Medusa here in the front, and oh my god, it's one of those 2-piece box. But look, let me show you the backs first. I won't read it out because I know not everybody likes that. But it is a 44 card deck, and there is also a guidebook. So that you can pause it to read it anyway. But let's open it up. I'm so excited. Oh, the inside of that is stunning. Look at the snake. I love that now. I love that. So I'm gonna put that to the side. So we have the guidebook. Nice chunky guidebook, to be fair. It's how many pages? Here we have her other products at the back. It's basically, I mean, if you take in about the author and stuff like that, it's 121 pages, but we'd say to the information, it's about 118. So that's a decent guidebook, and it's illustrated. Oh, Kelly, that is, oh, I love that. I'm getting really excited now. Let's see. I know some people like to see guidebooks, others might not, but I want to include all of it. So you have an introduction about this oracle, and then you have how to use the cards, which I always think is great. And you have different spreads. So you have the Dark Moon, which is a 3-card spread, or a 3-card draw. We have the 4 elements spread. We also have the traditional 7-card spread, and then we also have a timing spread. There's a lot of different draws and spreads in this. And then we have the cards. Oh, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making darkness conscious. Oh, that is, can you see? Oh, yeah, I know the red is hard to catch now on this. Can you, hopefully you can see. And so then we go into this, and the information, from what I can see, I will admit, I don't know, yeah, it picks it up in the camera. The snake skin texture on the back here is a little distracting on the writing. I'd personally prefer if they just kept on the outside, but I mean, that's so tiny, that's so minuscule. But you know, if you do find things difficult to read or small print or whatever, I feel it might be a little difficult. It just might be a little challenging because of the grey and the black. The black isn't very, very black, but she definitely goes into depth here with like the information. And then yeah, you have a plant and a crystal. Of course, I love crystals, as you can tell. So that's the guidebook. We'll put her aside. And then you get this lovely little download your free Rockpool Oracle reading card. You get the app. Most Rockpool decks come with that anyway. And let's take out the deck. That is the bottom piece of it. But we all know. Okay, I don't know why this is. Well, I can take this off. You know, I don't need it. I have to say right off the bat. Goodbye, piece of paper. I am obsessed with this back. I nearly confident enough to say that this is one of my favorite backs. Like, oh my god, can you see that? Can you see, like, you can see the snake, but like there's crystals. Like, I love that. And of course the red gilding or edging, whichever you want to call it, because I know Seasons of the Witch, the Samhain Oracle, has this same. Rockpool are really upping their game here with this edging. No, this doesn't come off anyway. 1 second, let me really test this out now. No, nothing, because sometimes the gold and silver does. There is black on my hands, but I don't know, is that from the top card or what is it? Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone, otherwise I'm just gonna wear this away. And I can see this becoming a favorite. I haven't looked at the cards yet. I know some of the cards, but I didn't want to look too much into all of them, because like, yeah, if a couple of the cards are like, yeah, then I'm like, yes, definitely. But when I don't remember the backs for some reason, so that's why I'm like, oh my god, the backs. But it's a 44 card deck, which is nice. It's nice. It beats the 36. You know, I don't mind 36, but it's nice to get more. I like more. They are glossy. They are glossy, so that if that's an issue with you, or if you don't like gloss, that's fair enough. This is one card, isn't it? They're actually they're pretty thick. Okay, see the cardstock test. This is mine has a slight bow to it though. There is a slight, I don't know, can you see? It's kind of going this way. But that's okay because that's probably from the cold and stuff. So I just tend to just kind of, once I shuffle and stuff, because I know sometimes the gilding can make the cards stick, and of course with it being glossy, that can all play into it. Now, can we see? Yes, we can. First card. I'm not going to say all the names. I'll show you the cards. We don't have to go into Okay, I'm curious here because it has the number and then it has deep, but I don't know, is that because it's deep, dark, and dangerous? Is there like different sections? Maybe I should have read the guidebook. I love this. I'm gonna put them off to the side here so we're not getting distracted by them. And we can experience this together. And I hope you enjoy these videos. Please do let me know in the comments below. Oh, that is... Oh. Do you know what I think instantly when I see this one? Like, my brain is already automatically going, what deck can I pair this with? I think this would be beautiful. Beautifully paired with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Like, is there not a card that's kind of similar? Or maybe I'm just making that up now. But I'm pretty sure there's a card that would, or that deck would so go with it. I don't know why. It's just something that I'm like, yes. I like that dragon. Because I don't have many decks with like dragon energy included. I'm not really one for the dragon energy, but that is really interesting with the horse's head here. Interesting, but I love the color. Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, it still has deep written on the top of it. Like, how beautiful is that? Like, the detail in her face. I'm going to show you up real close. That is, oh, stunning. It is just, okay, I'm going to stop saying stunning. I know it probably, this is just gorgeous. And I really do like Stacey DeMarco's decks, especially the ones, I think she's some way, she has some with Blue Angel as well, isn't it? I think she's like the gods and goddesses and the sirens or something like that anyway. But yeah, she's a couple of decks with them, and now she's with Rockpool. But I'm not 100% sure with all that information. This has a very from the first few cards, it has like that water element, but I think it's kind of like all the elements. Oh, I love this. Do you know, one way it reminds me of in, oh, serious apologies, about Harry Potter. Do you know, is a fluffy. I love that. I'm going in order, yes. I want to say it's inclusive from what I've seen so far, but obviously I haven't seen all the cards, so I can't really say. But normally, if I remember correctly, with Stacey DeMarco's decks, they are quite... They have that like photo collage. I don't know, can you see? Like... This, like, has anybody seen the Disney movie of Hercules? This is what that reminds me of. No, I haven't really looked too much into Greek mythology and things like that. But it definitely has lots of different mythology in it. And I read the back. Yeah, it's stepping into the realm of the monsters and things that go bump in the night. So it includes like Medusa and the mermaids to Valkyries and vampires, Silkies and Sibyls. Like it just has all deep creatures, dark goddesses and gods, and dangerous heroes and shadows. And I think that is amazing. Like honestly, the detail. Look at that mermaid. Would you believe, even though I'm a Pisces, I do not have any mermaid decks? That's ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, look, it's a Nemo. They're called clownfish, isn't it? I just call it a Nemo now. That's so. Like, I think some of these mythology or these mythical stories, yes, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna have to look up because I'm not 100% sure. But I mean, the pictures, that whole picture tells 1,000 words, isn't that, or 100 words, or something like that. Gosh, can I think of anything here? Um, oh, Persephone, that's beautiful. This seems quite familiar, actually. I don't know why this seems familiar. For glossy cards, they don't slide too much. There is a bit, like, it is quite a little bit dark, alright, some of the cards. So if that's not your thing, or if it's not violent, there's just obviously blood. But if that's not your thing, just so that you're aware of, I always like to point out all these things. It's not the main focus here. It does have keywords. Did I even mention that? It has keywords. So it'll have like the mythical creature and then a keyword of what that card stands for. Do you know that her face reminds me? Is it the Bone Collector in Oracle? No. What's it called? It's a Colette Baron Reid deck. It'll come to me in a minute now. I won't be able to think of it. Enchanted Map. The Enchanted Map Oracle. That's what that reminds me of. Oh. I like the mixture of like humans and mythical creatures as well. Do you know that kind of way? Like obviously the gods and goddesses, but also the mythical creatures. I've never heard of this. I don't even want to try and pronounce it because I'm going to be honest. Like some of these I can't even pronounce. Take a sip of coffee. I love that. That is beautiful. This isn't a goddess I've felt very drawn to work with, but I am always fascinated by the artwork and the depictions of this goddess. That looks very realistic. It's almost like it's popping out of the deck. Okay, so we have the Morrigan in it, and I always find this very fascinating because that would be very Celtic, and I always find it fascinating when people talk about her and they say they want to work with her and things like that. Lemure, that's interesting. Little ghosties. Vampire. That's another one. Like I love vampire stories, and yes, I was a big Twilight fan. Like I'm not even gonna lie, I loved Twilight. I still love Twilight. But I've never been drawn to vampire decks except the Bohemian Gothic. and it's out of print. And to be honest, Baba Studios are really expensive. They're so expensive that I'm not sure I could justify the price, to be honest. I'd be afraid, like, I just wouldn't use it because it just costs too much. And to be honest, that shouldn't be the case when you have a deck. You should use it and you should love it and it should get fluffy and, do you know, that kind of way. It should just be completely battered because you just love it that much. I love looking at people's decks that are like all like kind of fluffy at the side and they've bulked out because they've been used so much. They're hanging on by a thread kind of thing, you know. I love that. You can see the Colosseum at the back. I think that's so... I can't wait to read the book. I definitely feel like I'm going to have to read the book on this one. But, you know, looking at the cards, you could absolutely use your intuition as well. Excuse me, I don't think you need to know all the stories, but I mean, it is a nice addition to it, absolutely. Excuse me. Oh, the Banshee, that is very interesting because again, here in Ireland, I've definitely covered a story actually on the Banshee. If I remember to tag the video, I will tag it below. But the belief on the Banshee and, you know, the whole superstition around her, and yeah, just go watch the video. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Is this a Norse? I don't want to say Viking because I know Viking is not the right term. Norse mythology. I'm very interested in Norse mythology, but like I haven't dedicated the time to study it. I have so many other things that I'm learning and wanting to dive into. This is beautiful. This is so stunning. All the cards are stunning. I have to say, oh, it's a cat. Okay, maybe it's not a cat. Maybe it could be a bobcat. Okay, look, I love cats. This is divine. Oh my god. This is so cute. Fetch. What is that movie? There's a tarot card as well where there's like the twins. Is it The Shining or something like that? I don't know. This is giving me that vibes. It kind of creeps me out. But do you know what? I think this is totally the right season for creepy decks. But overall, I'm not really getting a whole creepy vibe off this deck. And definitely getting more excited because of the different stories, the mythical stories and things like that. So how come I have a feeling this is like I do not speak fluent Irish. I have bits, and I mean bits. Scottish, it's Scottish. Okay, so it is Gaelic. So it's pronounced Cúisí. I like the way they do the pronunciation. So there's all kinds of different mythological, is that the word, creatures and stories, and I think that's fab. You know what, this could be paired as well with the Tarot of the Divine as well, if you like those. That's more fairy tales though, isn't it? Okay, never mind what I just said, apologies. This is, oh wow. But yeah, back to speaking Irish. You would imagine that being Irish, I'd be able to speak it, but a lot of us actually don't. It's not. I think in school it's taught too much from obviously a learning point than just having even the conversational aspect of it. I'd love to have just conversational Irish, just because, I mean, it's not that there's very few places here in Ireland that speak fluent Irish, but it's just to have, do you know what I mean? It's part of our culture. But I'd also love to know how to speak Dutch fluently as well, because I understand enough of it, but I don't speak enough of it. And here's our Medusa, which, oh, excuse me, is at the front, excuse me, which is at the front of this deck, which is, it's beautiful. And then you have the Puka. Is this actually a movie now? Is there a movie called The Puka? Anyway, guys, that is the deck by Stacey DeMarco. Do let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of it? Is this like your style? Are you kind of like, it's not really? Do you like Stacey DeMarco's deck? I want to hear all about it. Tell me. Let's chat. Let's have a conversation. I love this. This is, personally, I love it. I think it's stunning. I bought it with my own money. It wasn't a cent or anything like that. Just to make that very clear. I like this deck. I definitely think it's going to be one that's going to be used. Hopefully this month, but if I don't get a chance, it'll probably be November, because I am trying to work through my list of the decks that I did in the last video. So I'm working on those, but I do think this will be nicely incorporated. The colors even are, it's not just a dark deck, do you know what I mean? Like there's different, it's beautiful. It truly is beautiful. I really like it, and I definitely think it's going to become a favorite on mine. I will hopefully include it in a pick a card. That'd be fun. And yeah, so thank you so much. I'm going to stop rambling now. I'm going to stop rambling, and I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I would appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. That would be great. And yeah, that's it, guys. This is the deck, Deep, Dark and Dangerous Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. And yeah, I'm going to leave you with that, and I will chat to you all in the next video. Bye, guys.